That's just stupid.
What about a house?
The mistake that people make is they buy too much house. Never let the mortgage and the cost of maintaining the house be more than 1/3 of your income.
Now, how much does the person that you fall in love with have an impact?
I'm kidding. It's everything. And I did some research, and most marriages can survive infidelity. They can't survive financial stress. But if everybody that's listening does this one thing, you will have over $1.5 million.
Kevin, can anybody be an entrepreneur?
No, only 1/3 of people can become successful entrepreneurs because there's a couple of things that you must achieve to be successful. First,
Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now, guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. Kevin O'Leary reveals the brutal truth about wealth, business, and real freedom.
in England, I'm Shark Tank in the U.S. You put up 500,000 or $1 million into somebody's business, eight out of 10 is going to fail, maybe 6 out of 10, depend. You just don't know. And I love it when people tell me, "Oh, I know when I make an investment, it's going to work." They are so full of shit. I'm talking about startups. They have no idea what's going to work. And you won't know for 5 to 7 years, which is why you need diversification in the portfolio. But I would go as far to say now, when I meet venture capital firms and young analysts that work there, and they think they're so damn smart, they've never operated a business. They know nothing. They have no idea what they're doing. They're going to hope that 1 or 2 of their portfolio is going to work out in 7 years and pay for all the other mistakes. But the serendipitous nature of success in entrepreneurship is brutal. It is.
So does that mean, though, that it's, I guess, I was going to say, does that not mean that it's highly luck? If investing's highly luck, entrepreneurship must be.
Well, I said karma, I call it karma, but you need executional skills. But here's another skill that I think we should talk about. When you look at least my experience over decades of making these nascent, these early stage investments, these A-round investments, remarkably, and I've done them in all 11 sectors of the economy, the majority of the successes 5 to 7 years later are companies run by women. Why is that? Why is that? And so they don't know each other. They're in different sectors. They never meet each other. Why is that? And I have come to the conclusion, 2 things. They set goals that they can achieve so that in the early stage of their businesses, they put growth rate targets like 15.
Robert Kiyosaki, the well-known author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, is back in the spotlight and he's buying more Bitcoin. Even though the price has soared past $108,000, Kiyosaki believes the best is yet to come. He admits his mind keeps telling him it's too expensive, but his gut says otherwise. He's convinced Bitcoin will eventually break the $1 billion mark, and he doesn't want to be left wishing he had bought more. Kiyosaki openly admits he was late to the game. He started buying Bitcoin in 2020 but hesitated for years because he didn't understand the modern money system. Looking back, he says waiting might have been a blessing, but he now regrets not buying more when Bitcoin was just $6,000. Despite the massive price jump, Kiyosaki is still loading up, confident that Bitcoin's real rally hasn't even started. Prominent Bitcoin advocate Pierre Rochard agrees, saying the market hasn't even reached its euphoric zone yet. Kiyosaki believes Bitcoin could hit $250,000 by the end of this year. For that to happen, it would need to more than double from today's levels. Still, he's not waiting for the perfect moment, he's acting now, trusting that long-term conviction beats short-term hesitation in the race to financial freedom.
What the students want or the parents think or anybody thinks. It's what I want. They don't know what they want till I tell them what they want. And I said, "Steve, you sound like such an asshole. You have no idea what that sounds like." He says, No, that's how it is, Kevin. Now, are you making money with me? Am I your fastest growing OEM? Have we not been wildly successful and continue to be? I said, "Yes, Steve, that's true." He said, "Then fucking shut up and do what I say."
That's how he would talk to you.
100%. And here's what I learned. Look how wildly successful he was. But here's why. There's a concept that he understood that very few people focused on back then in the early 90s of signal-to-noise ratio. What was so brilliant about Jobs that I tell every CEO now, and I don't care if you're an S&P 500 CEO or you're just starting a business, his vision of signal was the top 3 to 5 things you have to get done in the next 18 hours. Not your vision for the business next week or next month or next year, just the next 18 hours you're awake. You're going to get those 3 things or those 5 things done that you have deemed critical for your mission. They must get done today. Anything that stops you from doing that is the noise. So this signal-to-noise ratio to be successful for Steve Jobs was 80-20. 80 signal, 20 noise. And I knew that to be true with him because he would email me at 2:30 in the morning, expect me to get back to him, because back then we didn't have texts. It was all email. He was right. He was right. And the only other person that I've seen that has a higher ratio than that is Elon Musk. He has no noise. He does not deal with noise. He is 100% signal, 24 seconds, every cycle. I mean, the guy is just 60 seconds of every minute, 60 minutes of every hour. The 18 hours he's awake, it's all signal. And look what he's achieved. Now, that's very awkward for him socially because noise is dealing with your family sometimes, or noise is saying hi to a friend, or noise is listening to some doom scrolling on, some social media app that just takes your mind, or maybe playing your guitar. But very few people on earth, and if you go back in history, you're going to find out that the geniuses of their time were close to 100% signal.
And so I can really sort of summarize this for my audience. Signal is the most urgent thing you should be focused on right now, and noise is basically everything
No,
else.
the goals you set for that you were awake. If you're going to be awake 18 hours,
Yeah.
and you've determined that there's 3 things you have to get done, you're going to get those done. No matter what it takes, you're going to get those done. And you're not going to let anything distract you from the 3 to 5 things. If you're a CEO and you achieve that and you can get those done with 80% of your time based on that, you're extraordinarily successful. You are and you're Steve Jobs, or you're an Elon Musk, or you're somebody. If you even talk to Bezos, I don't know him personally, but I've heard in many interviews, like I knew, I've met Elon just a few times. I spent a lot of time with Jobs, but they say the same thing. Bezos will not make a decision after 1:00 in the afternoon because he felt that the noise was too high. The signal for him.
Strategy, the company formerly known as MicroStrategy, just made headlines again after moving a massive $796 million worth of Bitcoin to 3 new wallet addresses. The transfers, tracked by blockchain analytics firm LookOnChain, had sparked fresh speculation across the crypto space. While nothing official has been announced beyond the move itself, it's likely this reshuffling is all about tightening security and better managing their ever-growing Bitcoin reserves. Strategy's total Bitcoin stash is now approaching 600,000 BTC, solidifying its position as the largest corporate holder of the asset. Just last week, the company quietly added another $26 million in Bitcoin, staying consistent with its long-term accumulation strategy. Co-founder Michael Saylor remains the face of this aggressive Bitcoin push, and he's made it clear they're not selling. Saylor has always viewed Bitcoin as the ultimate exit strategy, something far more valuable than cash. He's even warned that if Strategy ever sold, it would break the trust of the community and send shockwaves through the market. The only time they've ever sold BTC was in 2022 for tax loss harvesting, and they bought back even more days later. With another massive move on-chain, Strategy shows it's not backing down. It's not just holding Bitcoin, it's protecting it like a fortress. If you've been with us so far, a big thank you. Don't forget to subscribe for free to Bitcoin Zella for your daily news. The link is waiting below. That's all for today's crypto news. Stick around for more updates, insights, and analysis on cryptocurrencies. Share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more exciting content.